I don't know why it always had to come to this. Seriously. It's just why did it have to come to that? It's it's I'm gonna wait for another minute or so before I get into it. And wait for people to find this stream in the little recommended or on the For You page or however they find it. Hello, the person that just came in may have read the title. I'm gonna get into it in about a minute or so, and I'll kind of give my thoughts on it. It's just, honestly, it just sickens me. The the outrage that has came to this because of his murder, him and his wife. It's just, and I don't even know who Rob Reiner was until he was he was murdered. Rob Reiner apparently was an actor. He was a director for many years, and he was only 78. It's just it's just kind of sad. Sure, 78 years old is pretty old to die, but that doesn't negate the fact that the circumstances that he died, and no excuses for the person that did that, which is allegedly his son, which apparently has a history of substance abuse or tackling addiction. Um, it's just sick. It's just a all out tragedy. And okay, I'll take one more minute and then I'll just get into my rant. Get into my rant. Not my rant, but my speech. Um, Hopefully everybody was having a good day today. Hopefully y'all are y'all are doing just fine and looking out for each other, for the people that you care about the most. And there's always people that you can count on and rely upon. And with tragedies like this, it's just happening more apparent as stuff goes on. It's just like really a sad reality that we live in. With the shooting in Brown University, the shooting that happened in Bondi Beach, Australia, and I think there was something that happened in Sydney, Australia as well. It's just kind of a sad reality. Okay. All right. I think I should start now. Thank you, everyone, for people that are just getting in or just wanting me to just wait for my spiel. Um, as you read the title of this stream, about the other night, we lost someone that apparently was an icon in Hollywood. That was a director. That was a person that was loved, despite their different other people's differences. I'm muted? I'm muted? Hold on. Thank you for pointing that out, Fishimoto. Can you hear me fine now? Is it working? Sorry. Can you hear me? Is it good? That's weird. That's weird. You can't hear me, or was. No. What? Thought my. Hold on. Let me see. Is this? Huh. Just. Can it be heard? I think I can just switch to my phone. Let's see if that's better. I can resume on here. Oh, my headphones aren't plugged. Oh, okay. Thank you for clearing that up, Figimoto. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Hope your day was gone well. Hope your day is doing fine. Hope you're doing well. As for the 3 others that are watching this, and probably the others that come in, that come upon this stream, in the short form, in the vertical live streams. Okay. As I was about to say. Now that little interruption, not interruption, but like difficulty, kind of. We lost someone that was an icon in Hollywood. The other night, we lost a person that I didn't personally know until he was murdered. Rob Reiner was he was just a kind man, a gentle soul, and he cared about human decency, as far as I know. Again, I don't know much about him until I heard about his death, out of his murder with his wife, who allegedly his son killed them and stabbed them to death. It's just a tragedy, and it shouldn't be. What's the word? It shouldn't be sugar-coated. Can you turn yourself up a bit? Okay. Can you turn yourself up a little? I don't think I can. I can. I'm on the tablet. Hold on. I can switch to the phone if you want me to. It sounds like you're whispering. Oh. Okay. Is the talk closer? Oh. Okay. Thank you. All right. Is it better? Is it better? Is the volume better now, Thikimoto? Is the volume better? I kind of have it closer to me. Within like about a foot. A bit? Okay, this is on my tablet right now, so hold on. Maybe if I try it on my phone, just a bit closer. Um, it's okay. Is it? Hold on. Me talking to the speaker. Testing, testing, testing. Can you hear that? I think I just need to speak in the speaker if you hear me that way. That's just okay. I think I can. If you can hear me that way, I can switch to my phone. Uh, Sorry for the 3 others that are also watching. Loud and clear. Okay, that's good. Good. That's good to know. Hold on, let me just do that. Just making sure my speaker works. Okay. I think. All right, it's better. Is it all good now? Is it all good now? It's the first time kind of streaming on my tablet right now, so it's kind of the first one that I ever done on the tablet. Sorry about the delay for other people. Yep. Okay. Good. Good. Okay, so I don't need to use my phone. Okay. Now I need to restart again my entire spiel, but I'm gonna simplify it. For the people that are just coming in or will later see this, we lost a person that in Hollywood was some may call an icon, some may call a personal friend for the people that know him. Rob Reiner, he was 78 years old. Can you turn the light above you? Turn off the light? Oh. To make the background? Sure. I mean, this could be a little ominous, but casting the glare. Okay, Alright. I guess you can... Okay, it's better. This should be better. Sorry, feels more fitting. Okay. Thanks for the advice. Okay. More somber. Thank you. Thank you for the advice there. Anyway. But the other night we lost somebody that was loved by most of his peers, by a lot of his peers, either if they had the... Sorry, you gotta to the closer. Oh. Okay, I think that's better. It's quiet. Oh. I knew this. Okay. Hold on. Huh. I'm gonna have to switch to my phone because I could switch to my phone. This should be too somber. Change it back. Surfrad. Sounds too somber. Change it back. Okay. So hold on. It's too... I know this is kind of making light of a certain situation, but it's purple. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, is everything good now? Hopefully, maybe a different color. Maybe a different color. I don't have a fan that has changed its lights. It can't. That's only on and off type of fan, not a colorful one. I wish that exists. Maybe it may exist somewhere. But do you have a better shirt for the announcement? Well, I just want to do it off the top of my chest. I didn't really not really going to be like an apology video or anything. It's not like an apology video or something that kind of appearing off as really apologetic or anything like that. But I just wanted to do it like off the cuff and just wanted to spiel about a lot of stuff. Also, a hat might be seen disrespectful. Okay, thank you. Okay. Oh, I did not know that. I honestly didn't. If that can be considered disrespectful, I'm sorry. It's. I know. Sometimes I just want to wear a hat sometimes, but I'll just do it for the sake. Anyway. It seems too casual. Sir Fred, I know the shirt seems too casual, but I know I appreciate the advice. I appreciate the advice. I really do. But it's hard to hear. Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch to my phone so you can hear better. I think it would be maybe unbutton the top button. You hear it now? Okay, good. I think I just need to keep it really. It's alright. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Okay, just, I'm not gonna. I don't know. Alright. Alright. Enough of the further delays. What can I say about Rob Reiner? Use that gold microphone that he got. I think we can. I mean, this is a karaoke microphone. This is not. Also, it's the battery's dead on it. It's quiet for anyone else. Is it? There's about 5 people watching. I apologize for the wait. Just kind of that's perfect for Rob. Okay. Can you use it as a prop? Yeah, like a podcaster. I guess. Can you wait for a minute? Get my other headphone. Oh, okay. Yeah. I appreciate the advice from both of you. I appreciate it. Never really done this really much, but so anyway. Okay. So thank you. Thanks to you for the encouragement. Thikimoto. Maybe a vocal warm up. Okay. Right. Alright. I think my throat's cleared now. I can talk real firm. And that's what I usually talk. Anyway. Okay. Where was I? Okay. So, for the people coming in and kind of waiting for about 20 minutes, did you stretch first? No, I just wanted to make sure that I just wanted to do this kind of. I just don't want to pull a muscle. I appreciate the advice. I appreciate it. But I can. Okay. I can just scratch a little bit. Anyway. All right. Now, for the people that are watching this, that have just been kind of not pulled a muscle playing Warcraft, huh? I cannot actually visualize that, but anyway, um, Rob Reiner, he's he looked like a decent grandpa that you would usually see. You know, is it a bug in the wall? Um, no, no, there's no bug in the wall. I don't think there is, but I'm, but I just don't want to get train my train of thought away from the focus, the topic matter. It's been 20 minutes, and I didn't want to just feel like I'm driving people away, you know, from the topic from this. But 1, 2, 3, testing, testing, testing. Is that microphone on? No, it's a. Thikimoto said, "I can you fake it, use it as a prop." It's not on. It has to be charged. It's a karaoke microphone. It helps me concentrate. Okay, kind of quiet for me. Oh, yeah, because of this microphone, this tablet it has like a little microphone thing on the bottom here that I can that's on, like, I'm doing vertical, and the volume is on the bottom of it on the tablet. So this is the first time. Maybe we should chair the mic up a bit. It's not an it's chair it up. I mean, like this. Is that by chairing at it? I put both my headphones so I can hear you a little bit better. Thank you. I appreciate you two kind of staying, kind of encouraging me to kind of set the mood, but you know, I didn't want to for people to click on this stream and feel like they're getting clickbaited, and or not clickbaited, but can you shout me out on your whiteboard behind you, Vikimoto? I'll definitely shout you out. Definitely shout you out at the end. Well, technically, I'm shouting you out by saying your name, but if you, I have like fancy handwriting, so you don't seem, yeah, it doesn't seem appropriate right now. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't. You should write, yeah. It's, yeah, it's not a video. It's actually this is a little stream, but yeah, production value. Well, I guess so. I can do that. But here's the thing, it's like reversed. You know how the mirror is reversed when I put something on there. I'm going to buy my grandma a fountain pen for Christmas. I'm going to get one for myself so I can practice my handwriting. Yeah, if you want to get a good signature, you can write it backwards. I not in the have to write it, but yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Let me see here. Let me see if this will work here. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh gosh. So it's this. It's oops. So I dropped my marker. There we go. Let's see. Never really ridden backwards much, so. Okay. Okay, so let me see. Okay, I think. Oh, I didn't do that bad. Oh, wait. That's weird. So if I'm facing the camera right here, it's normal. It's backwards. But if I face the camera here, it's backwards. So, thank you. Thank you, Victor. Appreciate it. But the only thing is you won't be able to see it in the background here. So, but anyway. Alright, anyway. I feel like you make your bed real quick, maybe before you start. So, 1 second. I know. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't really need to make it more nice. I know, but I appreciate the sentiment, Thikimoto. It's Sir Fraud. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. But there you go. That's much better. That's better. There you go. That's better. Alright. I appreciate it. For the people in the stream right now, I apologize for taking a little while for getting no light. Let's see. I mean, the only thing that's on is my TV, but I could. Hey, what up, Dinah? Alright. Hey, Dinah, nice of you to drop in. About try no TV. The only. Alright, I don't want to do anything. Alright, there we go. Now it looks more. It looks like I'm in the cave, but anyway. The only thing that's in the light is my computer, so just so you can see me. Anyway, kind of cryptic, yeah. It is kind of cryptic, but you know, and you can't even see what's on the whiteboard. So, can you put a shirt over the computer? Put a shirt over the computer. No, I appreciate the advice, Thikimoto, but I think I can take it from here. I think I can take it from here. I just want to, if I do that, it's more, look at this. I have 31 minutes. I have, I can take it from here. I appreciate you and Surfrad, those two. I appreciate you kind of giving me advice on how to set the scene. Um, but I just wanted to do it off the cuff. That's what I was originally wanted to do. But I appreciated you two nonetheless. Um. Anyway. Okay, that's the only last time. Keep. I'm not gonna keep doing that. I'm just not gonna keep doing it back on track because it's about a half an hour in, and people feel like people wanna. People are just trying to dribble. Probably see this for a few seconds and then just click away. That's I just didn't want to waste any time. Anyway. Anyway. Now I can start. And I appreciate the advice. Thikimoto, Surf Rod, Brad. Alright. Any button. It seems strange. Yeah, I know. I know it seems strange, but I know you wanted to help me, but set the scene a little bit, but it's much appreciated. I never really done. Thank you, Dinah. I appreciate it. Anyway, to be advised, I might get a little sensitive in this. Not sensitive like inappropriate, but like some things that are going to be pretty. What's it called? Pretty sensitive to certain people. But it's worth mentioning. So, my favorite video game is my favorite video game. Obviously, well, it's WWE related. I'm a WWE fan, but since you can tell by that replica title, but it's nice. It's nice. Good question. But anyway, I feel like I'm installing time. Anyway, see, the top of the head is cut off. Oh, huh. All right. Just wanna. All right. All right. Good. All right. Now I can just again be advised. What I'm about to say is kind of. I know some of the stuff I might say is kind of might be a little bit inappropriate, but kind of relevant to kind of point out in what I'm. So you're in frame, yeah. I'm in frame now. So anyway, the thing is, so I can finally officially get into the spiel of Rob Reiner, and the people if I don't know, let me just officially say off the cuff, very nice microphone. Which is it, sir? Which is it, sir? Major detractor. This is actually a karaoke microphone that I got for that was like $20. So yeah, that's my computer kind of turning off. That was kind of like the lights kind of trying to get. Oh, don't use your hands so much. Okay. But all right. It's no wonder I didn't recognize it. Huh? Yeah, because it's has these on there. But anyway, thank you, Major Detractor, thank you. I might do I probably should do more of these ones on time. But anyway, try not to blink and you look more serious, okay? But all right, thank you. Thanks for the advice. Anyway, I'll just say one last time. I might say stuff that's of this spiel might be pretty appropriate, but inappropriate for me to bring up, but it's relevant. That I kind of been pondering, that I've been saying off the stream before I made this, so bear with me, okay? It's much better without the hat. Thank you. All right. Rob Reiner, is it the last time? I think we can get a few more. Anyway, Rob Reiner was a man um, of high regard in Hollywood. He was a man that was really well respected. Um, I didn't to be. I did say 1, 2, 3 as like a vocal test, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, we did. I was about to. I'm just getting into the spiel. But Rob Reiner is a man of high regard, and the type of stuff that he'd been involved in with Hollywood. I didn't know Rob Reiner, who he was after, until spell his name Reiner, Reiner. That's his last name. I'm a, who is that? Rob Reiner. Rob Reiner apparently was in a hi. I'm just waving to say hi to you all. Did you see Princess Bride greatest movie ever made? Um, Again, let me just point this out. I don't know who Rob Reiner was before I heard the news about him being murdered. So, hi Celeste. Nice, nice to see you. But the people that have seen Rob Reiner's movies, but who was he? He was a film director. He was a film director that was pretty well respected. I can, I'm literally have my, I had to literally have the Googled up here. Let me just read the overall, the AI just said. It says, he was a well-known Hollywood filmmaker, actor, producer, screenwriter, and liberal activist. He said became a household name in his first role in the 1970s All in the Family, and later appeared in The Wolf of Wall Street. Is the shirt salmon? I guess you could call it salmon, as in the color, but I can see your neurons firing in real time. Anyway, so there's the movies like one of you mentioned, The Princess Bride, Stand By Me, When Harry Met Sally, All the Family, This is Spinal Tap, Misery, A Few Good Men, Wolf of Wall Street, and I think he was even in. Oh. Well, I appreciate the advice, but I'm just gonna roll with it. Actually, you just put it out of the. If it doesn't match, it doesn't match. Okay. Um, he was 78 years old, and he was. He honestly, when I look at him, he's kind of looks like a really. He looks like a nice old grandpa, and, you know, That's what I honestly think of him. Maybe open the book. This is a history book, so it's not really related to it. But to look like what you're look like you're reading. I know it's so it says that he won a he won an Emmy Award, an Academy Award, and 9 Golden Globes. That's just a prop. I see. Appreciate it, Thikimoto. So he apparently started out in 1966. Um, do I have glasses? I don't have like contact glasses, but these I don't. These are the glasses that kind of these aren't for vision. These are for kind of little. All right, but I kind of look nerdy, but you know I look like a reporter. Shit, is that a championship belt? Yes, that is Major Detractor. That's a replica in NWA World Heavyweight Championship replica that I got off of that I found off of eBay. But anyway, back to what I was saying. He will honestly be missed. Uh, you know, he's 78 years old, and you know he is pretty old. He was pretty old when he died. People, depending how you how you perceive age or youth, but in the circumstances that he died in was pretty tragic. It didn't have to be that way, but it was about close to $80. I think it, I think they're close to $100. I think compared to the on brand WWE's belts like for over $500. Anyway, but Rob Reiner, you know, say what you will about Rob Reiner, if it's his movies, if it's his different views on politics, but he as far as I know, he was a decent man, and he cared about people. He cared about like human decency. Thank you, Shadwell. Nice. Do you have cavities? No. Um, Not that I know of, but I see why you see that. But movies did he produce? Well, I think that I can pull up the movies that he did. Let me see. Let's see. Got there's Stand By Me, Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Misery, Few Good Men, The American President, Ghosts of Mississippi, The Sure Thing. Yes, Shadwell, we are talking about the late great Rob Reiner. That's my favorite color. It's blue. It used to be red, but I kind of switched towards. See, um, the bucket list, rumor has it, and so it goes. LBJ, Show and Awe, God and Country, Spinal Tap 2. I understand, Thikimoto, that I think you should let the dentist check your teeth. Listen, I appreciate it. I understand why you are concerned about my teeth, but I didn't expect to, you know, that to be the subject matter, as the stream's supposed to be, as supposed to be It's supposed to be about Rob Reiner, not about my teeth. But it's. I honestly. I understand if you are a dentist, but I don't want to. They are. I just don't want to be judged from who of my appearance and stuff. It's just see um uh I was just trying to go through Rob Reiner's movies that he directed. Thank you. I understand. I appreciate it. I really, really do. And I really are. Y'all are concerned about my dental hygiene. I appreciate it. Really do. But let's see. Let me just read out the there's film actors. It's got The Bucket List, Being Charlie, The Magic of Belle Isle, Flipped, The Bucket List. I appreciate it, Vicky Moto. The Story of Us, Alex and Emma, Rumor Has It. The Surf Ride. Okay. Was a great propagator for LGBTQ. Yeah, he cared, as far as I'm known, he cared about humanity. He didn't really care if you thought differently of him, because of his movies or his politics or anything. And the reason why, um, the reason why is because people. There's two things that I ran that I believe in: empathy and the golden rule, which means treating people how they want to be treated. Okay, Surfrad, we were talking about Rob Reiner, who apparently the other night got murdered. Allegedly, him and his wife got murdered because allegedly of his son, who apparently is being held for $1 million bail. The charges are going to be dropped. Not charges dropped, but the charges are going to be brought against him in a court of law. But we don't know actually if he did it, but it's alleged. So it was murder, yeah. Apparently, the son had some sort of substance abuse. Used to have a history of substance abuse. Uh, it's just the reason. I don't know why he did it. I think it would probably may have been some sort of. Let me actually look at that now. It's the. Honestly, I don't think what do you do for work. Well, last thing. But to be fair, if Rob Reiner was my dad, he told me to go to work at McDonald's to pay for my drugs. I don't know what I would do realistically. Hmm. Interesting words. Uh, you know, but he looks like a kind old soul. Uh, and it says apparently, yeah, it was apparently happened in L.A. Um, see, I don't know what happened. Um, what I'm hearing is that his son has some sort of problem. Says he had some sort of He used to have a demon as his own personal demons, I guess you could say. Um, um, I'm not particularly religious, but I do believe in God. I do have a Bible, so um, to answer your question, no, I'm not Jewish, but yeah, I believe Rob Reiner was a sacrifice by a cable. He was depicted being stabbed to death in an episode of South Park back in 2003. Really? Interesting. An earring? No, I don't. Honestly, I don't. I don't like earrings or like tattoos and stuff because I don't want that to be to prove myself that to say that I'm oh, I was gonna get to that not that particular point, but I'm believing you too. Thank you, God's militia radio. Nice of you to drop in. What do you think of mass immigration? I was gonna get to that, not that specifically, but I was gonna point out something. The earring, there's no earring. I don't have an earring. I don't like. I don't want to get an earring or piercing or tattoos or anything. I don't believe that that would define me of who I am. So that's why. Anyway, so you know, Rob Reiner, he seemed like a decent man. And do you know of about the Hagia Sophia's brother? The Hagia Sophia's brother. What do you mean by that? God's militia radio. Birthday, buddy. Just saw on Facebook it was your birthday. Uh, yeah, it wasn't. It's not my. Yeah, my. It's not my birthday. What are you talking about? Um. But But anyway. So there's something that I was gonna point out. Is a temple in Constantinople overtaken by the uprising Muslims. Oh, the Hagia Sophia. So isn't that like in? I think I've heard of the Hagia Sophia. Um. Oh, I see. It's a mosque. All right. But anyway, the anyway, there's a certain thing that Rob Reiner, um, but you're a Sagittarius. I'm a, I'm a Pisces. Anyway, there's a certain thing that I'm just gonna warn you. This is just relevant to the conversation of Rob Reiner. I'm not gonna be typically like sensitive about it, but it's a good reason why I'm bringing this up, and I wanted to get it off my chest. If you guys don't mind, and I'll get to that. Dinah's question about mass immigration, or I think it's the ICE crackdowns. Can you take the glasses off? But anyway, the There was a thing that was on your chest. Nothing's on my chest. Oh, you mean this? That's on the shirt. I don't know what it is. But hey PBG, how's it going? Nice of you to drop in again. It's been a while. That you dropped on in one of these streams. Anyway, hey Mom Gui. Where do you? I don't want to get. We're kind of getting off topic. You said you had to get something on your chest. Oh, what's on my chest? Oh, okay. I see why you said that. I kind of got tracked by the chat. Anyway, the reason why I wanted to get something off my chest. There's something that was said after Rob Reiner's murder that I have to bring up. I don't know if you guys heard about that particular post. That was, no, I do not wear necklaces. But there is, I do have a necklace. That came with the Bible that I mentioned. But you know what? I think this would be right to wear this because in honor of Rob Reiner. I don't know if he's particularly a Christian or if he's ever religious, but is this real? Yeah, that came with the Bible that one of my relatives gave me. Anyway, back to what I was saying. You guys, if you guys ever heard that certain post that was made after Rob Reiner's death that was caused so much outrage. I don't know. Can you pause for a second? Sure, why not? What up, Patrick Star? I haven't seen you in a while. Sure. Okay, just had to check the time. Check the battery on this. It's good. Right. Anyway. I think that he's wearing a polo shirt. What's my favorite cartoon? All favorite, Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry, definitely. All-time favorite. I grew up on that. So I remember you from the Kahoot days. Huh, yeah. Mom Gui. Those were the days. Those were 5 years ago. I cannot believe that just flew by like a blur. But yeah. But anyway, I was just gonna say again, before Thikimoto kind of left, just kind of left for a second. You've heard what was said about, that was said that caused massive outrage, a backlash? Time you out. Yeah, time flies when you're having fun. What do you mean time you out? I don't remember timing people out. I don't remember the last time I've ever timed a person out. DSP politicking. I don't think I've seen you here before, so I don't know if I. Oh yeah, I'm running out of time. Yeah, it's kind of when it comes to like this. Thank you. Anyway, start from the top. How old are you? I'm 2-2. Uh, so with the so have you guys ever seen the post that was made that by a certain person that is really really polarizing? I think you may take off on that. May get a hinting. No, I do not. No, I do not. No, I do not. Anyway, you guys ever heard of that? That certain post, social media post that, uh, I guess in a way, mocked mocked his death, mocked Rob Reiner's and his wife's death. But in the same time, do you guys know what I mean? I don't want to bring this in, but it's relevant, and that's the main reason why I kind of brought this up on here. Um, you got any pets? Yeah, I do. I have a couple dogs. How are you? That's Mom Gui. They're not being mean to me. I understand. They're not being mean to me. It's just they haven't really. They're just asking questions. Yeah, grinching on Rob's death. Yeah, they be grinching on Rob's death. Grinching on Rob's. Oh yeah. Oh, I see. Um, I think DSP politicking actually hinted. Actually, know what I'm hinting at. Our leader said something specifically that basically kind of defamed him in his after his passing, after his murder. It's just it's just these just immoral, and like the type of it just signifies the type of reality that we live in right now. Do I like Trump? No, not in the slightest. Um, After the 6th of January 2021, I lost all respect for him. That's that's to say. I haven't been on here on this political, been anti-disestablishmentarianism. But no, they're downstairs right now. I don't want to waste any more time. I just want to get this little stream, which kind of turned into some sort of chill stream, even though it's supposed to be kind of commemorating Rob Reiner and his wife in a way. Rob Reiner went from 1966 and 2000 to 2025 up until this year. I've seen something that he was in something he was in a film this year actually, so he was still working. So hope you guys can respect my opinions and stuff. But Michelle Singer, I see that was his wife. Um, Michelle Singer was she was a photographer. It says he's a film producer and she was a businesswoman. And she, it says actually on her Wikipedia page, 5 years ago I was playing it, knowing having a wife to know what do you mean 5 years ago? I was playing Kahoot and bonding them to know having a wife. What? 5 years ago, I'm talking about 5 years ago when I back in June. Would you consider yourself an incel? if you decide you want the free dental vision. Okay, I definitely appreciate that. I appreciate it, but I'm I'm fine. I'm just that's a little sensitive topic, but yeah. Apparently, Michelle Singer. It says Reiner was an originally photographer taking the cover photo picture of Art of the Deal. Yep, that Art of the Deal, the one by Donald, the book by Donald Trump. He took the picture. Do I smoke weed? No. Do I smoke daps? Do we smoke? No, no. I don't plan on smoking anything. Can we all pray for Rob's ghost? Yes. Um, I've never really done this before, so really not really like not too much. 666. Um, I guess they are PPG. How do I feel about women who wear baseball caps? It's their choice to wear a baseball cap. Who am I to judge? Who am I to judge any other human being? Do you think women should have rights? Of course I do. Because it's not a political issue. It's not a civil rights issue. It's a human rights issue. That's my personal opinion. It's it's not a matter of it's everyone should have rights. People can just call me woke for saying that, but you know what? I can take it. Yes, they do. Like black people. I've met back in elementary school. I met some. Back in elementary school, I met these two twin black twins. I gotten to know them. They were wrestling fans, so or at least one of them was. Is the N word just a word? Um, I don't know what you mean by that. An N word is just a word. That's obviously an offensive word. Do you believe in mixed relations? Are you talking about um, men like white, like white and black, or like different relation, different WWE just acting? Yeah, in a way, it is acting. It's scripted. It's like a movie, but it's just rehearsed stunts like you see in a movie, but it's choreographed. But there's no filming dates. It's just going out there. It's an entire thing. But I'm gonna save that for another time. If you get to if you stay to know on the channel, is WWE Sports or will be entertainment? It's pro wrestling. It's a type of it's a sport. Yeah. Uh, I'm not. How am I to judge if somebody wants to marry somebody that is black or marry somebody that is a different ethnicity or color? I don't discriminate. I don't really discriminate. Seriously. And I mean it. I care more about human rights and human decency and treating people with respect other than like those. Are you a tap I know you said you were so immature back then. So have you changed, are you saying, those 5 years ago? I did see you kind of comment on one of my videos, I think it was earlier this year, but I don't know if you were changed. But anyway, um, I respect people, their beliefs. I don't think they should be, you know, you need to point out something that is wrong. Like how Thikimoto pointed out my teeth. You point out then concern, showing empathy, showing concern for people. What's your favorite? No, that's a weird question to ask. Yo, I've been very good, pretty good. Okay, who's your favorite wrestler? CM Punk. But, um, but as I was saying, Rob Reiner, Ian Michelle Singer will definitely be missed. For noticing, that's very kind. No problem. Your favorite match type in WWE? Oh, that's a tough one. Probably a special guest referee match. But, huh? Oh. Could you, do you could eat an entire ham in one sitting? Uh, Thank you, DSP, politicking. I appreciate it. I think I should do more of these. I think I should do more of these. And do you think you could eat an entire ham in one sitting? No, I don't think so. It's better chicken, beef, or pork. Chicken, chicken. Yeah, but Rob Reiner, Michelle Singer will definitely be missed. But the thing, I'm gonna bring up, something. I'm gonna bring up his Truth Social post. Hold on. I'm gonna point out something because it's just a noise of note. Appreciate the recommendation. Uh, Sound fast at typing. Yeah, sometimes if you close my eyes, I can remember. I can visualize where the words are for the most part. But hold on, let me pull up this Truth Social post that people have been outraged by. Okay, I'm gonna pull up this here. I'm gonna read it word for word. Oh, I can't. Okay, where is it? It's Huffington Post. Oh, isn't available. I'm trying to pull up his Truth Social post just to point out how despicable it is. There it is. Okay. I'm gonna read it. As much as I would want to read it in Trump's voice, which I like to do off the camera, I'm going to have to read it as regards to just being serious, as word for word. Anyway, quote: "A very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling but once very talented movie director and comedy star, has passed away, together with his wife Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and uncurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome." Oh, really? You really think I should? Thank you, Dinah. I try my best. It's not really bad. I don't really have much views on other streams like this, and so it's just kind of one of my. This is, I guess, the second stream that I've done in the past couple days. So, anyway, okay. If you want me to do Trump's voice, I'll do it. In the very top, a very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, in a tortured, struggling, but once very talented director and comedy star, has passed away, together with his wife Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome, sometimes referred to as TDS. He was known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump, with his obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration surpassed all goals and expectations and greatness, and with the golden age of America upon us, perhaps like never before, may Rob and Michelle rest in peace. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the feedback. Really do. I really do. Thank you. Anyway, but what I just read off, um, it's like Two Face. It's like Two Face. I feel like I have to donate after hearing that performance. Mom Gui. I wish you could, but I think Streamlabs is the only place you do that. That and Twitch, but like your smirk, it's like the trademark never changed. Thank you, Dinah. Anyway, but to point that out, if you don't believe me, here's the post, so you can see it for yourself. Here's the post itself. That is on Truth Social. Get Power Chat. That is the post right there. I've never heard of Power Chat before, to be honest. So that was the post of that Donald Trump posted on Truth Social. I don't indulge. I don't go on Truth Social. I'm not even gonna touch that. Do you listen to music? Yes. I'm really eclectic when it comes to music, Mom Gui. But I'm gonna let's see, Nick. Alright, hold on. What's your favorite genre of music? Pop music is actually my favorite music. That I can tell you right now. So let me read from the USA Today article on Robert says Rob Reiner's son, Nick, charged with murder, could face life in prison. So you like Lady Gaga? I've listened to a couple of her songs, yeah. I see. Oh, do you guys? What's the latest? Hey guys, what's the latest on Rob Reiner? Noah Arkson. I have a question for you. I have one apple. I have one apple. Give it to a doctor. What happened to that so-called doctor? What? Pearl Jam? I feel like I'd listen to a song or two by them. I would have to. Sometimes I would have to hear it in order to remember it, But, let's see. Let me read this. Following the killings of Rob Reiner and Michelle Singer Reiner, their son Nick Reiner has been charged with the murder of the renowned filmmaker and his producer wife. I heard some bad news about Rob Reiner. Oh, you do vocal covers? Westy, Westy, what do you think of the USS Liberty? What do you mean by the USS Liberty? That sounds like a ship, isn't it? Why did they have different last names? Are you talking about Rob Reiner and his wife? I'm probably there might be a marital thing. Maybe it was a preference for Michelle to kind of keep the last keep singer in her name. I mean, she. I mean, her maiden name will always be like that. So let's do karaoke for Rob. Um, I would, I would like to do karaoke. DSP politicking, but I don't want to get copyrighted because of the music. Uh, never be talked about. Mom Gui, that was not my intention of talking about politics. I was talking about Rob Reiner, and I was bringing up uh, a little too social post. I mean, I'm I've been invested into politics for almost a decade, and since Trump ran in 2016, where I've been following the races in 2016, 2022, and 2024, which was the first one time I actually voted in. But but the fact of the matter is, whoever you voted for, if it's Trump, or if it's Kamala, or if it's somebody else, or an independent, as long as you have empathy and treat people with respect and not just like spread hate, spread vitriol to people, I accept you. You know, you gotta point out something when something is wrong. What races have you follow? Have you been following? Black, white, Asian? Oh, oh, it's just a joke. Okay, I understand. You should have a TW. Were you on the Trump train back then, Westy? No, I don't think at the time I was only 13 years old, so I wasn't able. I was just kind of exciting overall. It was kind of like the political races of the primaries and the that kind of like the people that were contending. It's like a kind of like the political version of Hunger Games, but less actually fighting to the death over it or going over the cornucopia. But it's just real interesting. Despite all the stuff that happened in the last like the past year almost, I still invest in politics. I don't just express that much. Do you believe in federalism? You are referring to, I believe you're referring to the 10th, I believe, states' rights, the federalism. Yes, I do. See, if the federals I wouldn't. What do you think about people who disown you as a friend if you did? Disown me as a friend. Um, I've never had that happen before. Disown them, per se. We've gone our separate ways before when it comes to friendships and stuff. Experience hatred from time to time. It's a normal emotion. Yeah, yeah, no arcs and fake plastic love. What do you mean by fake plastic love? Yeah, it's we have like hatred, but if you spread hatred like with intent, like with a like if you're a bully, in like it's like common sense. It's like if a bully, it's just like keep bullying you. That's doesn't even if it's in real intent, and if they get disciplined and they still do it with intent like nonstop, and they do keep doing it, then you can't work with them. You know, bullying bad character builds bad character. But bullying build character. Would wanting your nation have borders be considered hatred? Have borders? Um, what do you mean by would have borders? Dinah, you said something about mass immigration earlier. The ice raids. Uh, See, I'm a firm believer of going by the Constitution. And I took a government class my senior year, and we talked about like a lot of stuff when it comes to government. And I took civics too. And with the stuff that happened within the last year, they haven't been really given like due process and stuff, and they've been kind of going around the courts, and they're not really, you know, it's what. So what was the deal with Nick Reiner? Noah Arkson. I was reading. I was in the middle of reading the USA Today article on Nick Reiner, but it was kind of trying to kind of watch the chat and just being they're kind of multitasking, if you will. Let me see. Nick Reiner is accused of fatally stabbing his parents, according to Tuesday, December 16th release from the office of Los Angeles County District Attorney Nathan J. Hochman. Rob Reiner, the acclaimed Hollywood director and actor, was found dead alongside his wife in the Southern California home Sunday, December 14th. Los Angeles Police Department Chief Jim McDonald said in a December 15th press conference. Nick Reiner was taken into police custody hours later and, quote, booked for murder. On December 14th, according to a December 15th LAPD news release, police said Nick Reiner was, quote, responsible for their deaths. In this news release, authorities revealed new details about the Reiner's deaths in an update on the case in the following day. The Constitution did not encourage mass illegal immigration. If you violated the law to get here, I don't think it's fair for other people for you to stay. See, okay, the mass immigration thing. See, sure, you got to get through the courts. It's like I have nothing against the concept of, getting rid of the criminals. The worst of the worst. But it's just you have to go through the courts and you kind of deport them through the legal way. ICE is not doing that. What is your theory on why someone would do that, what Nick Reiner did? I'm still reading this article here. It says the plea evaluated 32-year-old. He was like in Los Angeles. I heard he had like personal demons, so to speak. So they were both in their 70s. So it's just we're wanting the nation to be bored. So, what's your favorite animal? Huh. That's interesting. I don't think I've been asked that question in a while. Probably a long time. I maybe done that, asked that years ago, but animal, probably a goat. If I had to pick, but yeah. But the people, but see, as long as you, so the reason why I have, the worst of the word, like the thing worth saying, continue on what you said, Westy. Can we talk about Epstein tomorrow night? Oh, DSP politicking. I would love actually to talk about Epstein. I've created a lot of a chart, not a chart, like lists of names that were like in the Epstein Black Book and the names that come up in the emails thus far, and if they are true or not. It's they're like with the Black Book, the flight logs, like a lot of things. If you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for? To answer your question, no, Arkson, I don't know, honestly. I think he was mentally evaluated, so I mean, probably may have had mental problems or mental like a mental thing wrong with him probably, and because it was said that he had substance abuse or had personal demons. But my, but I would like to talk about Epstein, DSP politicking. I would really do actually. Um, that's since the Epstein files are said to come out, and maybe more stuff that come out. Actually, what's the word I'm looking for? More as we speak, which is good. They're still being like released, but I don't think it should be a partisan issue. Now you're trying to do this, trying to think this facade that Trump is innocent. He didn't know about anything. Then why was the shutdown? Why did you shut down the government? Why did you not swore Adelita Grijalva if it wasn't partisan? If it wasn't, if you didn't have anything to hide? Like Epstein, it might be the epitome. It might be the downfall of him. It's not gonna go away. I'm gonna say that. He did know a lot of stuff. I think he did some stuff with Epstein. My personal opinion. It may not be sexual stuff that we have seen, but the victims, I do totally believe them over him. Because he has a bad track record of lying. Over 30,000 lies in his first term alone. And he lies every day. And you know what? With that True Social post I read, he doubled down. In a when he was pressed about it hours after. But DSP politicking. I would love to talk about Epstein. If you know, I would love to do that. But, you know, I don't know if it's gonna garner a lot of. I know Epstein is actually pretty as a prevalent. It's been the type of crimes that was committed since I think it was the 80s, late 80s, early 90s. And I feel like for the people that are involved, that with him, with Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, who else was there? I mean, I think my brain's just going blank because I was trying to I was more focused on solely focused on Rob Reiner, and he kind of switched into this this political talk. But you know, I'm glad that y'all are accepting of respecting my viewpoint. I really do. You know, I watch these people like Midas Touch, Jesse Dollamore, David Pakman, and others, and they have a lot of people supporting them, and sure, there's occasional MAGA supporters that come in, but you know what? I've gone on Blue Sky. I've gone on Blue Sky before, and I've encountered somebody. One of the people that liked one of my posts was a MAGA, but I didn't engage with it. But anyway, I feel like people are. Is anybody here? I feel like the stuff that I talked about I feel like it's just driving people away. That's one of those little things that I would love to actually do something that is really to talk about little politics and stuff. You know, I've been following a lot of stuff since even after the fact that he was inaugurated. The only thing that I have a fear of is my freedom of speech. And because of the stuff with that had Jimmy Kimmel. Down to 3. But I dig your perspective. Thank you. Thank you, DSP Politicking. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you, Noah Arkson. I really, really do. You know, if I don't know if I don't know if it would get attraction. Obviously Epstein would. Obviously, the stuff. You know, if I branched out into a separate channel or a separate series where I voice my opinions, it's just I feel like it would be perceived like to be more open and you know I just don't know. I don't wanna get like some sort of like bad thing to happen to me because of my like as expressing my freedom of speech. That's the only thing I'm worried about. I wanted to go to the No Kings protest, but you know, I didn't go. But I did print out a poster, so I kind of got some memorabilia with it. But I think just talk about what you care about. I appreciate that, Noah Harpson. I really, really do appreciate that. But Rob Reiner, Michelle Reiner, may you rest in peace. But with all, I appreciate you need RGB lighting, dude. RGB lighting? Oh, red, green, blue lighting. The only lighting is from my computer being refracted onto me. So that's the only lighting that you see. And my TV. But I can. I'll thank you for the advice. Appreciate it. But if DSP, if you really want me to do Epstein, like cover Epstein and stuff, and you two kind of be encouraging it, I wish you both could be along for the ride to be able to. You know the algorithm can be different towards different types of content. And, I didn't really care how much views it got, as long as people actually gave feedback and seen it. I would appreciate it nonetheless. However, as long as it's being seen, Thank you, DSP. Thank you. You know, years ago, I every time in the stream, I used to tell people to subscribe like more than once. That was not. I look back at that and like, I'm not gonna do that. That was stupid. That came off as desperate. It's just doesn't. It's not. That's not really ethical. But I don't do that anymore. You know, I treat people in the comments, in the live chat, whoever appears on the stream, as like a customer in a way, like, you know, as a friend, and like treating YouTube as like a business, and just appreciating people's feedback, and at the same time, they kind of you're given most people at the time care of what they see, and the others are just kind of like, it's like, oh, this is not interesting, just click off. You know, that's why I don't do that anymore. I just let the algorithm do its thing. So, I'm just doing being the honest truth. I don't even do YouTube that much. I just do it when I feel like it. But no, the set schedule. But it's like the different algorithms when it comes to like these live streams right here, and those streams that are on like, if you do it on like OBS, like on your computer, it wouldn't fit into the. There's different algorithms. So I don't know. I don't know how that would work. I know we should be talking about this in the. Should be talking about this off the camera, but I'm just being myself right now. Sure, people might see this stream and kind of may give their own feedback. And Tap, if you truly changed, if you're watching this later on, I appreciate you. If you truly changed past 5 years, and it says you would, but I think you need a lot of. I will forgive you in due time. If you're still watching this, I think it may appear the amount of people that are watching as just a number. You know. So yeah. Yeah, it doesn't. Hold on. Alright. So I don't know if I don't know if I should I'm gonna, for the people, I think since I guess the type of people that appeared. I'll shout them out for the people that were here that appeared in the stream. Fikimoto, Major Detractor, Dinah, Shadwell69, Surfrag420, PBG Rec Room Gaming. That's one of my old. That was actually one of my friends that I've known for this on and off. God's Militia Radio. There's your shout out. Momgui 22982. That's an old. I think that's an old person that came on the channel. That's back in the Coop days. 5 years ago. Patrick Starr, he appeared too. Shout out to you. DSP politicking. Six. West. I'll say tap. If you have tap 1148. If you say you changed, I'll forgive it in due time. Like I said, I'm sure I may have had bad blood with you, with you did in the past. But if you're still watching this, you gotta. I'll forgive you in due time, and I'm not gonna forgive you right away. Let me see. Let's see who else I didn't point out. Westy229. No Arkson. I'm still here. If you're heading off DSP politicking, you have a good night. I think I'm gonna end this at probably 11 o'clock. But then I'm probably gonna read some articles about Rob Reiner, about Nick Reiner, since for the next half hour or so. Let me check the battery. Still good. Says surveillance. Oh. It's a picture of just a photo, live video of pulling Nick Reiner over. New York obtained the video from Nick's Sunday arrest. Wow. I was expecting it. Two people to still be here. I just got in for a few minutes. Anyway. Where was I? Oh yeah, this is by TMZ. Just gonna read some Nick Reiner post. Or at least this one, the news story. That obtained video from Nick's Sunday arrest from near the USC campus in downtown LA, Los Angeles. And you see Nick standing on the corner when a bunch of police cars pull up, and officers hop out, throw him in a pair of handcuffs. He released the still images from the arrest Monday, but this is the first video to emerge. Nick was charged Tuesday with 2 counts of first-degree murder in the deaths of his famous parents. Los Angeles County District Attorney says Nick faces the possibility of life in prison without parole. No, I didn't. I just had to do something downstairs. I did. Anyway, with the death penalty, if convicted on all counts. Nick's being held without bail, and his end is on suicide watch. And he's hired powerhouse defense attorney Alan Jackson. Nick is scheduled to be in court Tuesday, but he couldn't get medical clearance in time. That's from TMZ. Let's see, can you grow a beard? No. I respect your question, but no. I like to look young. Like retain my younger self. When I have a beard, I have to feel younger with little to no facial hair. So there's that. Anyway, here's the Los Angeles Times. Rob Reiner and his son exorcise drug demons with being Charlie and the Toronto film. Wait, what is that? When was that? Wait, when was that? That was September 15, 2015. No. It's... Here it is. Here's the Los Angeles Times right here. Rob Reiner's son charged with murder. 2 counts. Nick, 32, cycled in and out of rehab centers, blaming his drug use on the fame surrounding his father and grandfather, the comedian Carl Reiner. Why do you want to look younger? It was a personal preference. Because, this song is Live Forever Young. It was just basically a personal preference of mine. Anyway, Nick got into a fight with his parents during a holiday party hosted by comedian Conan O'Brien on Saturday night. Family friends told the Times that Nick had been living in a guest house on his parents' property, and that his mother had become increasingly concerned about his mental health in recent weeks. The medical examiner is determining the time of death for Rob and Michelle Reiner, and investigators are pursuing Nick Reiner's whereabouts in hours after the confrontation at the O'Brien party. Nick Reiner had retained high-profile defense attorney Alan Jackson, who previously defended Harvey Weinstein on rape charges. Huh. What about sideburns? No. That would be cool. I know it would be. But again, that's my personal preference. So they tormented, troubled son, how addicting. Let me go. This one, a famous father, troubled son. It says, what do you think about black people? The Pinal 420. I like them. I don't have anything against them. I don't have anything against any race at all. As long as you're human, we're all human after all. At the end of the day, we don't. They treat people as others. Should we treat others like how we want to be treated? If you treat people like dirt, expect being treated back like dirt. But it shouldn't be. I don't discriminate. And the stuff that's been happening, very tribe, very true sister. Yeah, to be honest, I'm yeah, if it's you're either white, black, Asian, European, Somali, like from Afghans to Zimbabweans, and even the LGBTQ, like people like trans people. Sorry about that. I was just kind of, you know, my family member needed me for something. When I was a little kid, I used to throw lizards in the big metal fan on AC units. Do you ever do anything like that? What? Throwing lizards in the fan in the AC unit? No. That's just. I've never even conceived of that. Conceived of a thought like that. Sure, I've thrown stuff like, I've thrown rocks in a pool when I was younger. Just to hear the splash. But, no. Nothing like that. Let's see. Let me read what Billy Ray had to say. Says, read this. This is Billy Ray remembers Rob Reiner and his remarkable movie win streak. 7 for 7. Movies people love, movies people talk about, not a frame of self-indulgence, just mass popcorn entertainment with intelligence, depth, style, and pathos. 7 for 7. An unprecedented record in that no director in history can match. Not John Ford, not Billy Wilder, or William Wyler, not Hitchcock, and no director working today either. No one ever hit home runs on their first 7 movies, but Rob did. It was an astonishing run. More if you sit still for 1 second, but you'll find that you can quote lines from every single one of them. Rob's movies weren't just as good, they were memorable, indelible, From quote, as you wish to you can't handle the truth, to Meg Ryan orgasming in a deli, or Kathy Bates hobbling James Caan. Rob made all of their jobs immeasurably easier by making people love movies more. I'm in his debt. We all are. He delivered for our audience, and they trusted us by extension. I had the privilege of working for him once, rewriting an idea that he had first begun when he was staffing on the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour in 1969. Rob did not give up on things easily. Like democracy or defending the Constitution or improving public education, all tough fights. This was a somber stream. Vigatha Carpathian. I guess it was. Thikimoto is kind of giving me advice when it comes to another one of the people in the live chat earlier. We're kind of helping me kind of set the mood for it, even though I was already live and wanted to do stuff off the cuff. But yeah, I was just reading something on a little line here about Rob Reiner. So what does it say? Oh yeah, like democracy or defending the Constitution or improving public education, all tough fights. He never backed down from any of them because Rob could handle the truth. Now he's gone, and I have no doubt that Today he is in heaven, sitting on the third baseline in some ballpark with William Goldman and Norman Lear and all the other Hall of Famers, a pantheon in which he very much belongs, and they are likely talking about story and drama, no, story and comedy and drama in America. But if the subject of baseball arises, all those greats will suddenly fall silent. There's not much you can say when you're in the presence of a guy who went 7 for 7. 7 for 7 being apparently in the back to back, 7 back-to-back movies were successes. Um, you Earlier I was just talking about a certain Vigatha, talking about little thing that a certain our leader said something about, said something in the of his death, midst of Rob Reiner's death. That was really distasteful, nonetheless, and basically doubled down on it. He was murdered. If you haven't seen the post, it's just it would just freak your. I can't even put it into words. No human decency. So so it's been you know Rob Reiner. I didn't know of him when he before not bef- I didn't know it. I didn't know of him before before he was murdered, and and I and he's just a decent guy, and as long as he treat people with respect, despite his political beliefs. It's like the thing with the stuff back in, I think it was in September, when the stuff went back when Charlie Kirk was assassinated. That was in the political sphere. But Rob Reiner was just it was just a murder that his son allegedly did. Well, allegedly. They need to be proven in a court of law. So, but it's not really looking good for him because of his because he's been in and out of rehab centers. Nothing to talk bad on about Nick Reiner, but apparently hasn't been mentally said. I read an article that it said has been mentally evaluated yet, or mental clearance, medically cleared yet in time. He had personal demons, but that's no excuse of what he did. nonetheless, it didn't serve. What was the point of? Sure, what was the point of that? Sure, you were dealing with a lot of personal stuff. Maybe it was just battling substance abuse, but you've been in and out of rehab centers. Um, but there's a thing that I can say that there's a thing that I can say that the type of sphere, the type of thing that happens, you know, whatever happens, we need to, in the future, we need to treat people with respect. We need to treat people how we want to be treated. We need to have empathy of what people are going through. We need to have empathy. It's just, we need to have empathy for people. Sure, you don't agree with them politically or any like religiously, but treat them how you want to be treated. Don't spread vitriol. Don't, with ill intent, don't spread bullying and harmful misinformation about people. Don't gaslight them. I know people that like Thikimoto. Yeah, like you did, Vicky. And you treat people like that. I know. I treat people how they want to be treated, no matter what. Sure, I may vent off with my off the cuff. I like to. I'm like more a lot of to follow the news. I like to follow the news and with with the political stuff. You know, I don't discuss it on the streams or discuss it on general because I feel like that's gonna just be a lot of controversy and I'll just get hate for it, or just get not hate, but you know, it's a sensitive, it's a really uncharted territory people don't like to go into. But I watch people that do that, and like Noah Arkson said, maybe you have to care about this stuff, to care about stuff. You have to talk about stuff that you care about, which I would like to do that. I just want my freedom of speech to be protected. And you know, I may not be a churchgoer, despite having this and having a Bible and all. I know just enough that God doesn't discriminate either. God accepts people as they are, as thyself. Treat people as thyself. It's just, that's just common sense, no matter what religion you are. If you believe in, if you are Muslim, if you are Jewish, if you are I think a Taoist, would that be a right word? Or any other religion, or Sunni, I accept you. As long as we get along and respect each other, we'll get along just fine. I am an open book, and I let people in, no matter who they, what they believe. We're all human at the end of the day, and we should treat people how we want to be treated. And now today, where violence and hatred and bullying and just all this negative stuff that happens more frequently now than ever, and ever has been. And it's just, like I said, politics is supposed to be about compromise. And if you're not willing to compromise, then what are you doing there? You're supposed to have some common ground with that person. Not just to get to kind of cater to your to cater to your liking. You don't do that stuff. And that's, I like to have the facts. I like to believe, like, say, get in the arguments. You need to have facts to back it up. But if you don't have any facts at all, you're not credible. Even if your voice is amplified, it's not credible. If you're just spewing stuff off the top of your head. I had a debate class once, and even I knew that. Not a debate class, but like a debate project, I guess. But at the end of the day, for the people that are watching or will watch at the end of after this goes up, I treat people. You're supposed to treat people as if they were your friend. For they say friends are like family, despite minus the blood part. But there's a fine line between, love and hate. Sure, people can tease with each other. They can tease. People can play around. People can, what's the word I'm looking for? People can have differences and still, they say opposites attract. And I've had people, I have a shout out my buddy Marshall, Death Trap Gaming, and Marvel Cornet. Those two, we don't have the same, we may not agree stuff on 100, may agree on stuff 100%, which is completely normal. You have to distinguish teasing with bullying. Sometimes I can't tell, like I'm autistic or not. I don't know if this is a valuable thing to do to say this, but sometimes I can't tell if people are teasing or not because of how they, like their facial expression or how they talk. How they sound. If they're teasing, sometimes I can tell. Most of the time I can't. Majority of the time I can't. But I sometimes tease back. I tease back, playful tease. But I know where the line is between, playful bantering and ill intent bullying, borderline bullying, teasing. And for the people that are watching this or have ever watched my videos or my streams or whatever content I present to the audience, I appreciate stuff from y'all. I treat you as like a friend and as customers. After all, YouTube. Yeah, probably. I should probably do that. But, it's just me. But, if it's all the stuff that has been with me, has been resonating with me, with Rob Reiner. There's the lesson out of Rob Reiner's murder, him and his wife, their murder. Their lesson is, if any type of violence, you need to treat people how they want to be treated. Sure, you may slightly, moderately, or strongly, vehemently disagree with them. But we're all human at the end of the day. Nothing is worth a human life, let alone two. Nothing is worth a human life. Not money, not fame, not drugs, or not pain pills or anything. Nothing. It's just the fact that it has to be said over and over again that's the temperature of today's society now, or at least in America. A history buff myself, I don't think we've ever had this much hatred before. Maybe. I may say this just loosely, but since the Civil War, or I feel like we're either near this, around the time of the Civil War, minus the slavery, or we're actually at we're envisioning ourselves as colonists, as if we were still fighting the British. I don't know. 250 years. And it's not even political. We need to treat people with respect. Treat people with respect, and you would get respect back. It's a revolt. If you treat people like dirt, karma will meet you somewhere down the line. There's nothing to it. There isn't anything to it. That's how it is. And that may not be immediate. It may not be swift. But eventually, Win stupid, win, what's it, win, do stupid things, win stupid prizes. That's the phrase. But, and even since it's the holiday season, you know, to probably, I could think about doing a Epstein thing, an Epstein stream, and I wanna be more open about it as well. And you know, Larkson, I appreciate the encouragement. I may definitely take that under advisement. And in Thikimoto, I appreciate the type of thing. I appreciate your sticking with me throughout the entire stream, throughout the 2.5 hours of stream. I appreciate that. And I think it's a good time. I think we'll be around the good time to start to get off, and probably maybe trying to think of doing that the Epstein stream tomorrow, probably. But that's really tempting. Definitely take them up on it. I'll probably and then I could probably branch out into something like I could speak my mind. I mean, I did on Blue Sky, but you know, I want to be more open about it. Thus, it probably is a good time. I didn't expect all this acceptance and respect when I brought up like hints of like Trump, but yeah, that's basically it. I'll definitely branch out on that. I might take the Epstein stuff into consideration. And Thikimoto, thank you for sticking around. And I'll see you probably tomorrow in an Epstein stream, in this, probably another vertical stream. I'll see ya. Peace out.